Would have taken seriously maybe if this was mentioned just a few months ago, but now they are. It seems an alternative to the SWIFT banking payment system has now become a legitimate discussion topic in the EU. German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas has floated the idea of an independent system free from any US pressure.
Where the US crosses red lines, we, as Europeans, must counterbalance. As hard as that is, it is indispensable that we strengthen European autonomy by creating payment channels that are independent of the United States, a European monetary fund, and an independent SWIFT system.
So, SWIFT, as it stands at the moment, the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, is a global payment network. Sure, you've heard of it. It's designed to secure transactions between banks and encompasses 11,000 financial institutions and 200 countries. It's massive. SWIFT claims political neutrality, but it has apparently caved into American pressure in the past. Let's say more about that. It's after Washington withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal and reimposed sanctions against Iran. SWIFT was left with a choice, either to cut off Iranian banks from its network by early November or face an asset freeze, travel bans and restrictions to do business in America. That was the catch. A German MP from the AfD party thinks although the foreign minister's call does make sense here, though it's come at a wrong time.
The one who controls finance controls everything. So in this sense, the strategic goal of Mr. Maas making Europe and Germany more independent by creating its own financial system, it's a strategic goal that has its right to exist. But please, we have to take into account possible reactions from the United States. I think they won't be fond of this idea. And we cannot afford to worsen the ties with the United States at the same time when Europe itself has deteriorated his relations with Russia. So the boldness of Mr. Maas is not in the right time and not at the right place.
Although Europe's one of America's closest allies, the kind of treatment the EU's been receiving from the US of late is not exactly what you could call friendly.
The United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal.
That diminishes confidence in the international order.
It is never good for us to break the laws that we ourselves helped to create.